And what was the last or the best lie you've told?
The best lie I told was my friend got a haircut, and so we put a hat on him and sunglasses and convinced another of my friends for 3 hours that his name was Steve, and he believed us.
Then my roommate walked in on me like looking, and I'm like, he's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm just like looking for my contact lens, even though I have never worn glasses or anything around him, and he actually believed me for a whole day.
Was that I did my reading for my philosophy class, but I definitely didn't.
I texted my friend and told him I was in class when he texted me because I didn't feel like texting him.
We're at Charlie O's, and one of my buddies, he just kind of like makes up crazy stuff like whenever he wants. Told a group of people that I was from Australia. So I actually went along with it and said that I moved from Australia to the US when I was 3 years old, which is why I don't have an accent. And I actually convinced them that I was born in Australia.
I cut up a bunch of pieces of cardboard and put it in a box of Golden Grams, and I told my brother that they were Golden Grams, and I'd only give them to him when he was really fucked up, and he'd think they were really good because I put some cinnamon and some like spices on there, and he'd be like, they taste different, but they're really good. So I got free Golden Grams, and I got to watch him eat cardboard. And that's how we do it.
I would never tell a lie.
What was the last picture you took or Instagrammed?
Emlyn Drayton. I took the picture just before the Scandinavian spy crisis happened.
The last picture I took was of me icing someone. I took a Smirnoff Ice and put it in one of those boxes that you get from like Roadhouse, like with fries. And I went up to the guy and was like, hey, do you want the rest of my fries? And obviously he's like, yeah, I definitely want some fries. So he opened it up and he got iced.
The last picture I took was Snapchat, and it was a selfie of me sticking my tongue out saying I'm ready to film.
Took a picture with my vomit in the bathroom.
A picture of my homework assignment because I needed help, and I sent it to my friend because she had the thing that I needed to help me with the assignment because I don't understand chemistry.
Last picture I took was of me with tinfoil in my hair trying to curl it.
Definitely my schedule at work, because I forget those things. I don't take a lot of pictures.
It was of Marco in the Good Cigar. That's what it was. And he was playing the guitar, and like it had a cool quote under it. And I took a picture of it. I was like, yeah.
Was a selfie of me on Instagram. I was wearing a red flannel.
The last picture I took, I don't take a lot of pictures because I don't have the fancy, whatever you call them, phones. Oh, the last mental image I take like 1,000 of those a day, at least. That's probably why the archive's all stuffed up.
Oh, cool. The last one I have is, it's this one.
What is that?
It's, I went to this show in Providence, and there was this really cool, it was at the Funky Jungle. You should check it out. Like, it's cool. It's dirty. But there was this guy who was performing, and he was like doing this weird like piano thing, but then he would dance too, kind of like this. Like, and he took different articles of clothing off, and he took off his boot, and then he put the microphone in the boot and started talking into the boot, and that's the last picture.
Was a sunrise down the street from my house. I went to see the sunrise, and it was beautiful, so I had to take a picture of it and Instagrammed it.
Last picture I took was at the URI basketball game with a selfie with Rhodey the Ram. Got 71 likes on Instagram, new personal record, so I'm kind of a big deal now. Look for me on Instagram.
Who is your favorite character from a TV show or movie, a hero or a villain?
My favorite character is probably Link from Legend of Zelda, because I'm a dork.
It's probably Spawn. Now Spawn is different because Spawn takes a piece of every great superhero, and he's like a culmination of all these different ones. Whether it's Batman or Spider-Man or Superman, he's got a little bit of everybody. He can shoot hooks out of his belt and fly with his cape. He's got all the tools of hell on his side because he is the anti-hero.
Favorite character would have to be Mulan, because I think that it's really cool that she stands up for what she believes in and fights for her family's honor.
My favorite character has to be Paul Atreides from the Dune series by Frank Herbert, circa, I want to say 1970-something. He's cool just because he's a resilient guy who leads a desert people on an unknown planet.
Storm from X-Men, because I thought that she was a cool, like, black superhero, and there aren't that many black superheroes out there, so it's awesome.
It's between Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin, probably. I'd probably go with Homer Simpson. I do enjoy donuts. I am constantly getting myself in schemes and all that. And, you know, I've got a lot of other characters I love. My mind is basically a big old conglomeration of those.
I'll go with Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones. Just a really great character to watch. Always a great actor as well.
It'd probably be Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. He loves America, and as I know, America's the best country in the world, so that's why I relate to him really well.
I like the villain from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Claude.
My favorite character from a TV show is Carrie Mathison from Homeland because she is awesome. She thinks on her toes and she's in the CIA, which is what I want to do.
Old man in the movie Up. I just think he's the cutest little thing, even though like he's angry at first because like his wife had passed away. But I don't know, whenever I watch that movie I just get like a warm feeling for him.
I mean, I really like Kurt Cobain and Daniel Johnson. They're cool. They're musicians. But as far as like fake characters go, I mean, Captain Jack Sparrow has an aura about him that's like really interesting. It's like constantly drunk, but there's only a certain amount of rum.
You love illicit stuff. I'm always getting attacked by these Scandinavian spies. I'm almost positive that Jared is one. I've been trying to prove it for a while, but he is really hard to deal with. Really hard to deal with. He's hard to figure out. I think he's definitely part of a program, without a doubt, if he's not the head of that program. He's in cahoots with Neil Glennon if I've ever seen it. And also Barack Obama.